I studied dancing really in Dublin. It was really funny because I've always wanted to dance, but then I never got the opportunity because I come from a very small village. And then I was just working in that restaurant with that girl, and we started to talk about, you know, our dream when we children, you know, and then she was like, oh, I wanted to be a teacher, and then I'm going back to uni for this and whatever, and I started to share mine, and then she was just like, why don't you just throw yourself in a dance class and see? And I was a little scared. I was 21 and I never had any, you know, experience in dancing, and I just went for it. I took a hip-hop class back in Dublin, and then I started to salsa, and that's actually what got me hooked. Like I became a salsa freak for like 3 years, like 5 nights a week. And then after 3 years of salsa, which was a lot of fun, I decided to actually change and then do something else. So I flew myself to LA, and then I took my first real hip-hop class in LA, and I literally got my butt kicked for 3 good months. That was a very good experience. So I went back to Dublin, and then I did the same thing again in order to just get more knowledge and then just get used to you know, be more of a hip-hop dancer than a salsa one. And yeah, that's pretty much how it happened, like a silly conversation over folding napkins in a restaurant. So thank you to Siobhan for that, actually, because without her I don't think I'd be dancing today. All right, the career highlights. Well, if I go back in the years now, I managed to represent Ireland at the World Salsa Congress in Miami. The funny part is that I'm a French man, and then my girlfriend at the time, who was my partner, was Spanish. So it was a Spanish woman and a Frenchman representing the Irish in Ireland, in Miami. That was a pretty high spot to be, pretty impressive, very good experience, and that was actually at the very end of my salsa career. I still salsa though, but it's just it's a bit of the background at the moment. Highlights, you know what, I'm really trying to take every day as a highlight. It's just it's not like there's a better job than another. I love teaching. I love it. Don't ask me why. It's just like it. I like when people are understanding what I'm trying to, you know, like express through dancing. I do, you know, it's just hard to explain. It's really hard to explain what I do, really. I don't really call my stuff hip-hop anymore, because to me hip-hop is like back in the days, locking, popping, and, you know, all that old school stuff. That's the real hip-hop. Now hip-hop has evolved so much, and everybody does, you know, his own thing, and then pick it up from here and from there. I even put some salsa steps in my hip-hop sometimes. And then it's just great to see that people can actually get into what you personally feel, you know, and then trying to express it themselves. It's like, I like that. I like when people can understand and then, you know, like fit my shoes, literally. That's what I like to do. So yeah, that's my highlights is every day. I'm trying to make every day a highlight, you know. It's just, there's no real success, you know. Success is if you're enjoying what you're doing every day, and so far I've been blessed, and I've been even more blessed since I stepped in Melbourne, because, you know, I've only been here 7 months, and people know who I am and they respect my work, and I respect theirs as well, because there's so much talent in here. It's like crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, that's it really. Yeah, that's it. What to expect during the class? I think I know what I'll be teaching already. It's a choreography I made up when I was in a certain state of mind, and I choreograph pretty often at night, you know, because that's when my creativity lights up. It's usually midnight. Don't ask me why, once again. But I always picture stuff for stage, but very personal stuff, so it's always like an individual choreography, or maybe something you want to dance with a couple to, you know, express a story. So what to expect during my workshop? Fun, hopefully, and a lot of feeling. I'm hoping that you guys will ask me a lot of questions, just so you understand where I'm coming from, and you'll feel what I was feeling when I came up with this. It's a bit lyrical hip-hop. That's, I think, the best way I can call it. Yeah, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. That's all I can promise right now. All right, the plans for the coming year. Growing in the community here in Melbourne, because like I said before, there's a lot of talent, and sometimes we expect from, you know, a huge workshop that comes from abroad here to learn great stuff. And when I step in a class in Melbourne, I clearly believe that our talent on our doorstep is like huge and phenomenal. It's just not known yet, I think. But I think it's changing slowly. I think we're growing together. I really feel that the dancers here are starting to get together, and which I can really tell because I've only been here a couple of months. But right now, that's what I feel. I feel like people are really connecting, collaborating, and it's great. Like, it's Melbourne spirit right now is really, really good. The plan, really, I've been dreaming and thinking about that show for a long time. I want to put a show together. It's still on the back of my head. I took notes here and there. I've been trying to, you know, start and put bits and pieces here and there. It's complicated. When you've never done it before, it takes time. The plans also is to possibly go around Australia and then expose my work a little more to more people. You know, it's just the plan is to be teaching and sharing. That's what I want to do. Once again, it's about meeting new people and getting inspired and inspire and be who I am. You know, I'm not the greatest. I'm not Mr. Perfect. I've got my flaws. But yet, I think I have something to share, and when I share from here. So, yeah, that's the plan. The plan is to be me, remain me, try my very best to be me, and hopefully I'll be meeting the greatest people on my path, which has already happened, and then come up with a show, come up with a tour, come up with whatever life wants to bring to me. Like, opportunities come and go, and we just make sure we make the best out of my stay here in Melbourne. So, that's it.